If you've been gardening for a while, you've probably noticed something strange. The more you grow, the more soil you seem to need. Raised beds settle, compost disappears, nutrients get used up, and every season, garden centers are happy to sell you more bags of premium soil to top things off. But here's the truth, most gardeners don't realize early enough. Healthy soil isn't something you keep buying, it's something you build, and it starts with a single so-called waste layer that most people throw away without a second thought. Once you understand this layer and how to use it properly, your raised beds stop shrinking, stop starving plants, and start regenerating themselves year after year. This is the difference between feeding plants and feeding the soil that feeds everything else. Let me show you how it works. This isn't something you sprinkle on top and hope for the best. Placement matters. The ideal location is below your main growing soil, forming a foundation layer. In new raised beds, this layer goes directly on the ground before adding compost and topsoil. In existing beds, it can be added by gently digging trenches or pockets and burying the material beneath the root zone. You don't need to overthink ratios. A thick layer of carbon material topped with nitrogen-rich compost is enough to kickstart decomposition. The compost introduces microbes that begin breaking down the carbon immediately. Once buried, the process is slow, quiet, and incredibly effective. Soil loss in raised beds happens because organic matter breaks down and leaves the system. This layer flips the equation. Instead of losing volume each year, your bed generates new soil internally. As carbon breaks down, it becomes humus, increasing soil depth, structure, and fertility. Worm castings accumulate. Microbial populations stabilize. Over time, you'll notice something surprising. Your beds stop sinking. In some cases, they even rise slightly as organic matter cycles and stabilizes. This is why gardeners who build soil properly stop buying bags. They're not topping up, they're harvesting from a self-renewing system. Plants grown in soil with an active carbon layer behave differently. They establish faster, resist stress better, and recover quickly after harvest. Nutrient deficiencies become rare, not because you're adding more fertilizer, but because nutrients are being unlocked continuously by microbes. Watering becomes less frequent, roots explore deeper layers, crops taste better and store longer, and pest pressure often decreases because healthy plants emit fewer stress signals that attract insects. This is the quiet power of soil biology doing what it evolved to do. Once you see organic waste differently, gardening changes. Leaves become soil builders, prunings become future fertility, cardboard becomes structure. What once cost you money to dispose of now saves you money season after season. The key is consistency. Every year add more carbon beneath or within your beds. Feed the soil, not just the plants. Let biology do the heavy lifting. This isn't a shortcut, it's a system. And once it's in place, it works even when you're not paying attention. Raised beds don't fail because gardeners lack fertilizer. They fail because they lack soil building systems. One simple waste layer changes everything, turning beds into living soil factories that improve with time instead of wearing out. If you're tired of buying bags, chasing nutrients, and wondering why last year's bed isn't as productive, this is your answer. Build soil once, then let it build itself. If this helped you rethink your garden, make sure to subscribe to Soil Power. Share this with a fellow gardener and keep growing smarter, not harder.